So we have a sensation in our body, a physiological response to a trigger and to a thought. And then we have an emotion that comes up for us that might feel like sadness or anger or shame or embarrassment or guilt or frustration as a result of this trigger and the thoughts and the sensations it produces. And those thoughts and those sensations and those emotions that we feel from this particular trigger that you might have in mind as an example you could be thinking about causes a reaction in us because I don't want to have to deal with it and I don't like it. And I'm either just going to go back on autopilot or I'm going to go into just fix it mode and spiritually bypass the problem. Or I'm going to externalize the blame onto somebody else, or I'm going to deny it's there or judge it or resist it or pretend it doesn't exist and pull it on, push it under the rug. And when we go into those reactions, guess what happens to the original thought? It gets bigger. And then that sensation, like your tension in your body or your tightness or the pit in your stomach, that's going to grow. And then that emotion you felt is going to feel stronger. So then your reaction gets even more and more reinforced. And it just kind of goes around and spins. And we've got to get out of that. And so I called that pattern that I witnessed in clients, the cycle of reactivity. Something happens, it produces a thought, an emotion, and a sensation, all of which are uncomfortable and we don't like because the trigger triggered us. And we go into some reaction, and that reaction is usually habitual and familiar. And we spiral in that and we ruminate in that. And that's where we get stuck. We've got to get out of that. So I realized you got to have awareness to get out of that pattern. Engage your tools, your skills, mindfulness, breathing, staying present, self-compassion, gratitude, loving kindness, acceptance, being in the here and now, noticing if your mind's gone to the past or into the future. And when we can stay in those tools, then our triggers don't affect us as much.